Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If you are somebody who is new to this channel, welcome in. If you like WWE content, this is the place for you. Subscribe to this channel for more WWE content because we are posting it every single week. We do watch-alongs with Raw. We talk about PLEs. We do email videos. We all get along and talk in the comments. It's really a good place to be if you're a wrestling fan because the goal is to get as many wrestling fans on this channel as possible and build a great community. All right, my friends, just wanted to make a quick little video here. Just wanted to talk about one big topic going around in WWE right now. I'm not talking about the ESPN and WWE partnership where you're going to have to pay for PLEs. We did that on another video. If you want to watch that, go watch the other video. I'll probably put it at the end of this one. Today, I want to talk about Karrion Kross. I want to talk about Kross because this is a very big topic right now. There have been rumors this whole week that Karrion Kross has re-signed with WWE, and people were telling me it's a definite, for sure he did it, he's already done it, and then there's other people saying that he hasn't yet. So never believe everything you hear or read on the internet, right? So it's just one of those things, especially with wrestling. It's like you don't ever really know if it's the truth or not, or if it's a dirt sheet or not. It's something we've all been dealing with as fans for a very long time. Not only as fans, but performers and people in charge of WWE. They all deal with this. They all have to find a way to navigate around rumors and speculation and dirt sheets and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to go over a few things that I noticed this past week. First of all, the rumors. Everybody's talking about him being back or he has already re-signed with WWE. Well, Karrion Kross went on the Angle podcast with Joey Carney, and he told him that it is not true. The things that he's seen and read over this past week simply is not true. He said he doesn't want to BS anybody, but he also said that he would love to come back to WWE and hopes that he can come back to WWE. Now, original reports has said that his contract is up this actual weekend that we're on right now as of this recording, that his contract is up now. So we will see what the truth is or not. Karrion Kross just came out with a book, and not only did he come out with a book, I'm sure he's going to be on people's podcasts to talk about his experience in WWE and how maybe negotiations went, because I know there's going to be somebody out there. I would just assume Chris Van Vliet will probably have him on his podcast at some point, like he usually does when somebody either gets released from WWE or they their contract's up and they leave. So I would expect Van Vliet to have a Kross interview fairly soon. And I'm sure Kross will be on there, and he'll probably be able to dive into things more than he can right now. But on that the Angle podcast, he did mention that he hasn't re-signed, but he would love to come back. Now, my big question is, and that's one of the big purposes of this video, because I want to get your thoughts and your ideas on this. I truly do. I would love for you to comment down what you think about this situation. Do you think that Karrion Kross is working all of us, or do you think that this is actually the real deal? Like, is he not with WWE anymore? Is his contract up? Has he not re-signed? To me, I think he's gonna. To me, I don't know. I think his contract is up, and to me, I think he's re-signed or he's about to re-sign with WWE. And I say that because right now, WWE has to know how popular this man is right now. And if they strike out on this, if they don't re-sign him, they know that he's just going to take that popularity and go somewhere else. Because this is not WWE releasing him where he has to wait the 90 days. Usually when your contract's up, you're good to go. You can go wherever you want. You don't have to wait the 90 days. So if Karrion Kross has all of this momentum right now, I find it strange that WWE would just let him go. You know what I mean? It might be one of those situations where he's too popular right now that they have no other choice but to capitalize on it, even if they don't really actually want to re-sign him. It's almost like the R-Truth thing, in my opinion. WWE, I think, were completely committed to just letting him go. And they just saw all of the backlash from fans, angry fans kind of doing similar to what Karrion Kross' situation is, where they're chanting for truth, just like they're chanting for Kross. I don't think WWE really intended on bringing R-Truth back, but they did. And then they wanted to play it off later on, saying that it's all part of the show. I will never believe that. I don't think that was all part of the show, because if it was part of the show, then with R-Truth coming back, there would have been a story for him, and there just hasn't been. So R-Truth has been doing nothing. And if you watch this past SmackDown, with R-Truth meeting up with now back to being a good guy John Cena backstage, it's almost like R-Truth just threw away the whole Ron Killings gimmick, and he's like, oh, boy, we're boys. I'm back, too. You're back. I'm back. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I hope we can see more of Ron Killings, but at this point, what has Ron Killings actually done? You know what I mean? Like, he just hasn't done anything. So is R-Truth back? Did he just cut his hair for no reason? Did he just kind of put an edge to himself for no reason? I don't know. I think there's been some fumbles here in the past few months, maybe with the Cena heel turn. I think it's affected other things. It's affected R-Truth, to be honest. It really has. And I don't know. And then all of a sudden, John Cena and Logan Paul don't like each other now. Like, they were just boys like 2 months ago. It's strange. There's just some strange things happening in WWE right now. I don't think they were intending on re-signing Karrion Kross. But I think because of all the popularity, the merchandise sales, the crowd chanting, people online petitioning, and he just came out with a book, I think WWE has to jump on it and they have to bring him back. I think Kross, if he does leave WWE, I think he'll be perfectly fine wherever he goes. And honestly, I say that, but I don't. This is not me hating on AEW, but I don't think he would do as well in AEW than he would if he went to like a TNA or a GCW, because he thrives in that type of environment. I think he'd be great at those two places specifically, if not somewhere else. I just think in AEW, don't get me wrong, I know they've been doing a lot better as of late. I just don't see Kross becoming... I feel like Kross going to AEW would keep him staying the same way he was in WWE. I think he would be great to start. He'd be like a hot commodity, and then all of a sudden he would just get lost in the shuffle, just like so many other people do in AEW. That's not me taking a shot at them, so don't come at me for it. I'm just... It's an obvious... Everybody knows that. Right? How many people have gone to AEW from WWE and has consistently been great? Not a lot. Not a lot. It's a very short list, and I don't think Kross would be an exception to that. So I think he'd be great in TNA. I think he'd be great in GCW. However, I think he's at his best in WWE. I know people want that Killer Kross gimmick back. If WWE re-signs him and lets him maybe tune into that a little bit more, I think he'd be great, and he'd turn it up even more. But I think for him to capitalize and to... try to chase as much star power as he can, I think it's to stay in WWE. And I hope WWE knows what they have with Karrion Kross. He could be a top star, and in many people's eyes, he already is. He's just not being booked as one. Now, if Kross stays with WWE, what do they do with him? I hope they wouldn't let him just fall to the wayside, just like they did with R-Truth for the most part. I would like to see something serious out of Karrion Kross. I don't really want to see him messing around with Sami Zayn anymore. I liked the idea of Kross getting into people's minds and manipulating them and helping them turn into heels. I like that. I think that's an actually cool gimmick to have. But that can only go so far, because how many people are you truly trying to brainwash and corrupt? You know what I mean? Like, you got to focus in and hone in on a few people. You can't be the whole roster. So we need more layers. We need something else to Karrion Kross. My thing is, I like Kross on Raw because I feel like they get a pretty big audience for Raw every single week. Bigger than SmackDown's for the most part. But I think, though, that SmackDown is lacking top heels. Like, you got Drew McIntyre if you want him to be a top heel over there. Damian Priest is a good guy now. Logan Paul, if he's there every single week, he's one of the top heels. Kevin Owens is no longer there right now, for the time being. Randy Orton is a babyface. He could be a top heel if you wanted him to be. So, my opinion, I think Karrion Kross would thrive on SmackDown, and I know he's been there before, but not at the popularity level like he is right now. If you were to put Kross on SmackDown, I think he could be easily inserted to being their top number one heel. My only problem is, because of more people watching Raw than SmackDown typically, I don't want that to ruin any momentum that Kross has. I don't want him to go to SmackDown, kind of fizzle out, and people kind of just like, it's whatever. I want Kross to be something big. And I even think it'd be kind of a cool idea to do this, in my opinion. Obviously, there's going to be people who hate this idea, but I think in my mind it looks pretty cool. I would like to see a group, not even with a leader. I just want a group. Give me Karrion Kross, Damian Priest, Aleister Black, Scarlett, and you could throw in Zelina Vega in there too. That is a cool-looking group. I don't know what you call it, but I think them together would be beneficial because WWE could use a really good top heel faction other than the Bloodline all the time and Judgment Day. And they could run SmackDown. It could help elevate the stock not only for Kross, but for everybody in that group. I would love to see a group like that on SmackDown. All heels. Yes, I would turn Priest back into heel because to me, Priest is boring as hell right now. I don't get what he's doing. I don't really care for what he's doing. Let him go back into a heel. Let them all be in a group. No one's a leader. Everyone's a leader. Just them. I think that'd be cool. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about that. If you like that idea, if you have another idea, a different idea, I would love to hear it regardless because I think Karrion Kross right now is such a fascinating topic that it could go anywhere. If he stays with WWE, what do they do with him, and does he maintain the momentum? And if he doesn't stay with WWE, where does he go, and how much momentum will he have? That's a big question for me. All right, my friends, I appreciate you checking out this video. I know it was basically just about Karrion Kross, but it's a big topic. I would love to know your idea and your thoughts on it before we finally, officially, actually find out what's up with Karrion Kross. So is he working us when he says that he's not re-signed, or is he not? So yeah, I would love to know your thoughts on it. Please leave me a like on this video. It helps this video out a lot. It helps the channel out a lot. It lets us get to more people, which, by the way, we do have some new subscribers as of late. Welcome in. I'd love to have you. Would love to hear from you. We're one of those channels that we're very interactive. And if you leave comments, I will get back to you. If you leave emails, I will get back to you. So yeah, for sure. Leave some likes, some comments. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. I will see you on the next video, my friends. And as always, until we yeet again, stay bitter.